There once was a peaceful race of evangelical beings known as the Floating Toast. Much like their moniker, they were a small and simple race. Floating roughly 6 inches above the grass, these thin rectangular slices of baked dough had grown into a perfectly light golden brown delight that, when viciously eaten alive, would crunch wonderfully in their attackers' mouths. For years the Floating Toast had lived in peace, providing many lulls to people of all walks of life. Their bi-weekly tradition of impaling themselves on giant plastic forks and lodging themselves onto the lawns of large beings called humans was an overnight sensation. However, on the eve of a very peculiar Halloween, when all of the Floating Toast were dressed as their favorite kinds of bread, a darkness engulfed the land. An otherworldly portal appeared in the sky, and suddenly, viciously, the fabrics of reality were carved apart as flying peanut butter cookies with white chocolate chips soared down from the hellish rift above. The flying peanut butter cookies with white chocolate chips were a dreadful, evil race of cookies laced with peanut butter and white chocolate chips. In the beginning of time, they had held the one and only measure of delight that the world could revel in. That is, until the Floating Toast showed up. Little by little, their spotlight dwindled until the flying peanut butter cookies with white chocolate chips were forgotten entirely. Bitter and enraged, the flying peanut butter cookies blamed the Floating Toast for everything and launched a full-scale Nerf gun assault. But before any true harm could be done, the great god Chuck Norris came down from the heavens and banished the cookies to hell. However, every Halloween night, such as this night, the portal has chance of opening. And now that the Floating Toast were planning their greatest prank, the cookies could wait no longer. They flew through the Floating Toast crowds, chopping off crusts and driving their white chocolate chips deep into their lightly toasted flesh. Slices fell by the slaughtered, murdered in cold butter. All was not well. The Floating Toast had been destroyed forever, and the reign of the flying peanut butter cookies with white chocolate chips had once again begun anew.